Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog at stampwithelaine.com. In today's project, I have a card within a card, and it's got a little surprise because there's a hidden message. So this is the card, and that's the hello friend it says on there, and then I've made a little loop on it so that you can keep the card closed. So you pop it through the loop and just pull it tight, and then that's the inside. The stamp set I'm using is Fruitful Blessings with the dies. The other dies I'm using are also the Countryside Corner dies. You'll find it on page 156 of the 2023 to 2024 annual catalogue. So there are 6 nested dies for the Countryside Corner dies, and counting from 1 as the smallest outward to number 6, you need number 4 and 5. There is a stamp set that coordinates with it, and that's on page 63, and it is still available as a bundle, so if you purchase both together it will save you 10%. The other papers I'm using are the All About Autumn 6x6 specialty paper. Now they've been out of stock for quite a while, but I believe they will be back in stock as of 31st October. So I've chosen this sheet and I've cut it in half so that I used half for this card and then sufficient to make the second card. Alright, so that just about fits. The inks I'm using are Copper Clay Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm also using some stamping blends in Wild Wheat, Copper Clay and Mossy Meadow, and a small blending brush to go over the corn on the cob. I'm also using the Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. This is a standard embossing folder. It's not thick like the 3D ones. As you can see, it's a lot thinner. So you only need your platform 1 and 2 platform 3s. The other item I'm using is the online exclusive gold and silver 1/8 inch ribbon or 3.2mm trim combo pack. So it comes in silver and gold, and we're using the gold one. You want to cut the solid piece with Copper Clay, the corn on the cob profile one in Daffodil Delight, and you need 2 of each. You also need the husk, and you want to cut 2 of those in basic white. Mossy Meadow to die cut 2 sets of the big leaf and 2 small ones, and also 2 2-inch square pieces of gold foil to cut another 2 in gold foil. I'll do that off camera now. So that's just to save time, and we'll put these pieces aside when we assemble the card. Your card base is in Wild Wheat, and it's 4 1/8 by 11 3/4, which is 10.5 by 29.8 centimeters, and folded in half. For this mini card in Wild Wheat, you need a piece of paper that's 5 inches by 10 inches or 13 centimeters by 25.5 centimeters, and you want to cut it from the number 5 die. You want it to be shy from the 4th cutting edge so that you will get a fold for the card. Okay, so I've already pre-done that to save time. So I'll go and die cut that off camera and I'll be back. Now for the inside of the card, I wanted somewhere to hide the loop, so you have sufficient cardstock left on the end here to cut another piece. Okay, so I'll do that off camera as well. Oh no, I should have done it from the bigger one. Yes, I should have done it from the bigger one. Never mind, we all make mistakes. Luckily, there's enough cardstock left over. Marry that up on the trimmer so that point is there. And trim that off. So you need number 4 for the layer on the front of the card, like so. And you need this die cut from number 5 for the inside of the card here. Okay, you need 2 pieces of copper clay for your matte layer 1 for both the card front and the inside of the card. This measures 5.5 by 3 3/4, and in metric that's 14 by 9.5 centimeters. For the card front you want to emboss one of the pieces, so I'll do that now. And you want to glue this piece to the card front, leaving an even border all round. And you also want to glue this piece, the matte layer, for the inside of the card. For the inside matte layer in basic white, this measures 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. And then this one, for the inside of this card, you cut it with the number 4 Countryside Corners die, and that goes on the inside of this mini card. Okay, so next I'm going to glue this piece onto the mini card. So before I glue the mini card down, I'm going to cut off a length of ribbon, double it over. This measures, I think, approximately 4 inches, so it's 8 inches altogether. I'm going to fold the ribbon in half and just pop a bit of tear and tape like so on the inside, and I want it halfway between, so make sure that it's in the middle of here. Remove the backing, fold it up so that it's together, and then take another strip and glue that on top, just to make sure it doesn't pull out. I've cut another length of ribbon, roughly about 2.5 inches. Put some tape down on here. Make sure it's not over this line here where the corners are. Remove that strip and make sure it's in the middle. Now I've attached the loop, okay, so I'm going to put tear and tape on this piece here. I've put double-sided tape on this bit here now, and also in the middle, so I know that everything is glued down. Marry that up with the top, and then remove the tape once I'm happy that it's in the right position to glue the rest of it down. Now put tear and tape on all 4 sides, and I've just removed the short side at the top and the bottom. Well, no, the left and right side, but I'm not going to remove this tape on the long side yet, because I want to make sure it's in the right position before I do that. I think I'm happy with that. Now I can remove the rest of the tape. So first I'm going to stamp Grateful for You and I'm going to fussy cut out the grateful. Oops, I forgot to record it. Fussy cut out the grateful. So you angle your scissors at a 45-degree angle so you can see where you're cutting, and you move the paper rather than the scissors. Pop a dimensional on it. Just cut a strip from here, the end, and I'll set that aside because I'll use it later. Now where the corn has been missed, the kernels, that's enough space for you to apply adhesive. So I've applied adhesive to the little spaces. I'm going to pop that onto the copper clay section. Then I'll grab the mini blending brush and ink it up with a bit of copper clay and just go over this a little bit. Next I'll put a little bit of glue on the tip here. Then place it up dimensional in between the two so it doesn't come off. And then little mini dimensionals on the bottom of one of these. And now I can start assembling my card front. Now, word of caution, you want your leaves to be clear of the hinge where this opens, otherwise it will bend the leaves back. We just roughly put the leaves here, like so. Then we can remove the dimensionals. Now, that will just give us a place where we can put our corn on the cob. Then, because this is crisscrossing and straddling that, you don't want dimensionals on that portion, but you do on the other side. To this bit here, maybe the top there. Then we start arranging our leaves. Maybe that's too much, so I think I'll cut that off, trim it down and stick this here with some mini. And stick one in between here. And just a little sprig here. Bring back my grateful. Remove the backing and just pop it on here. Now we can do the inside. Bring this back. I'm going to stamp this image now in Tuxedo Black Memento ink onto the die cut corner rounder piece. Stamp Hello Friend in this corner here. And I'm going to do a bit of colouring. So I'm going to colour the centres of the flower in copper clay, the leaves in mossy meadow, and the flowers itself in wild wheat. Now bring back the card and glue it down. Loop this through the loop here. Grab the ends of your ribbon and make sure they're together, and then poke it through the loop and pull it tight. I think I'll glue this in first because I'm not stamping off or anything. Make sure there's an even border all round. Ink it up in copper clay and make sure the card is straight. I want to stamp that in the middle. Then I'll just stamp the acorn down here. I've smudged that, so I'm going to try and stamp there and cover it up. That was lucky. So that's my card within a card with a hidden message, and that's the inside. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you liked it, then do give me a thumbs up and share. I'd be ever so grateful. Thanks for watching. Bye.